frozen, I held my breath. Right from the start, I knew that I found a home for my heart. Beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still. Beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. I love you for 1,000 more.
Daniel and I met at my best friend and my maid of honor's 17th birthday at her party. His dad dropped him off in his car, his little red car, and we were just kind of friends for a year before we ever started dating.
Courtney and I met through her best friend, Samantha, who's also one of my closest friends since I've known her since I was in like 4th or 5th grade. No, I've known her since I was like 4 or 5, yeah, through wrestling. And so at her birthday party, we met there.
Well, we disagree on the whole when we started dating thing, actually. We picked a day because it's the day he asked me out as his girlfriend because we were still in high school. But we unofficially dated for like 4 months before. He'd take me to the movies, we went out to dinner, and to him, we weren't dating because he hadn't asked me out, but to me that's dating, I don't know, because we were going on dates. So I think we've been together for like a little bit longer, not officially, but he just goes by the date.
Her competitiveness can get a little out of hand.
He hates how competitive I am. It's his biggest pet peeve of mine because he doesn't like playing video games with my family, board games, anything. 'Cause we're all really competitive. We get into it. We yell at each other in a loving way.
I mean, her family's kind of used to it, and they're all the same way, and then people end up storming out and leaving halfway through, but I'm just sitting here all quiet, like, yeah. Like, I guess the person was wrong, but you could just let it slide this once. Like, there doesn't have to be a winner. Like, no, there has to be a winner. What's the point of playing a board game if there's not a winner?
When I ask him to do something, he always just is like, well, you don't have to do it. I'm like, no, please, can you just do it the way I'm asking you? Like, I'll be like, hey, can you call the, like, example, perfect example.
Well, she thinks she's always right. That's the thing. See, she thinks that something needs to get done. or that I hadn't done it yet, and I just gotta, okay, it's good, don't worry about it, it's getting done, or we don't need to do that yet, we can do that later.
I was like, hey, you need to call the bank and let them know we're going to Florida so they don't like shut off our cards. He's just like, no, we'll just go. And I was like, no, you have to go to the bank. You have to tell them. I've been out of state. They shut down my card. So he goes to the bank, and the first thing, oh, thanks for telling us because we would have turned off your card. And I came home, I was like, so what'd they say? He's just like, nothing. They didn't say anything. I'm like, mm-hmm, sure. They told you.
Well, yeah. Apparently she's had issues with it before, and it was something that really needed to get done, which I didn't think was that big a deal. I mean, we got a card that's saying that we're going to Disney, and they'd be upset if we use it at Disney. So I feel like she's kind of being a little over dramatic about that, but hey, gotta do it anyways.
It's been all me in the wedding planning. The only thing that he wanted was a bow tie. That was his one stipulation, was that he got to wear a bow tie. The only thing.
Yes, because I was denied the right to wear my bow tie at a prom, and I was very upset about that. And so I just had to make sure that I was the only one wearing a bow tie, and that I was able to during my wedding. That was the one stipulation when we first got engaged. I think I was a groomzilla about it. I mean, it was either all or nothing. If I wasn't able to do bow tie, this wedding wouldn't be going on right now.
It's all about me. Like, I know it's supposed to be about us, but I mean, realistically, weddings are about the bride. I love a day all about me. It's like my birthday and Christmas in one day.
Just a little inspired by Beauty and the Beast. Her whole life is like around that movie and everything. And I just wanted to make sure that it's not Beauty and the Beast, it's Beauty and Prince Adam. Because I don't want everyone to think like, oh, so she's down with the Beast and wear the big furry costume down the altar instead of a suit. And she wanted me to wear a straight navy with like the whole frills and pinup thing, just like the Beast did during their fancy dance, but you gotta compromise somewhere. So I stuck with the navy, and then that's about it.
He is really, really ticklish, and if I tickle him long enough, he gets this little boy giggle, and I love it. So he hates being tickled, so I tickle him anyways because I love it, and he's like super embarrassed by it. Like, he won't let me tickle him in front of other people because he hates it, but I love it.
We have the exact same sense of humor, and so during movies we can both laugh at the inappropriate jokes, or we can both watch all the cartoon movies like right when they come out. We want to sit down and watch all 3 seasons of Pokemon together. I mean, we just have the exact same type of personality.
Oh, this is gonna make me cry. So we'd already talked about getting married and whatever, and I just turned 19, and we had to put I'm gonna cry. We had to put my childhood dog to sleep. And I always gave him my pizza crust because I hate pizza crust, and we went out to get pizza because my mom didn't want to cook after we got home from the vet. And I'm sitting with this plate of pizza crust, I just started crying because it reminded me of him. And so Daniel just took my pizza crust and ate it, didn't make a comment. And it was a silly story, but it's what I knew.
We got engaged 2.5 years ago, and I just knew that, I don't know, just a lot of the little things that she does. I mean, it was about that time when we moved back home, I was able to, I was driving and everything like that, and then she was helping me out a lot with driving, and she's helping out a lot with letting me stay over there if I needed at her parents' house, if I needed to get up early or something. I don't know, it's just after the 2.5 years, 2 years we've been together, I just thought that, she makes me happy then, I don't see why she wouldn't make me happy for the next 70, 50, 80 years that we're together.
I love you. That's about it. Just I love you.
I love you. Please don't change and turn crazy like your mom. Just kidding, Kim. Just kidding.
by virtue of the authority entrusted to me as a minister of Christ Church and in agreement with the law of the state, I now pronounce them of the Lord. You may kiss the bride.
I'd never gone with the wind, just let it flow. Let it take me where it wants to go till you open the door. Now there's so much more. I'd never seen it before. I was trying to fly, but I couldn't find wings. But you came along and you changed everything. You lifted my feet off the ground. You spin me around. You make me crazier, crazier. Feels like I'm falling and I'm lost in your eyes. You make me crazier, crazier, crazier. I watched from a distance as you made life your own. Every sky was your own kind of blue, and I wanted to know how that would feel. And you made it so real. You showed me something that I couldn't see. You opened my eyes and you made me believe. You lifted my feet off the ground. You spin me around. You make me crazier, crazier. Feels like I'm falling and I'm lost in your eyes. You make me crazier, crazier, crazier. Baby, you showed me what living is for. I don't wanna hide anymore. You lifted my feet off the ground. You spin me around. You make me crazier, crazier. Feels like I'm falling and I'm lost in your eyes. You make me crazier, 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 crazier.
I remember she surprised me. She's like, "Oh yeah, I kind of like Daniel." I was like, "Oh, Daniel who?" She's like, "Farrington." I was like, "Oh, what?"
What advice? Communicate? Compromise? Communicate?
I don't even know how to nail that down. They work together. They are both just meant for each other. They feed off each other, and yeah.
To always communicate, always talk.
I have some advice for Daniel. Listen to Courtney. And Courtney, I have some advice for you. Listen to him too.
It's about right. You have to hear what each other says. Not just the words, but the meanings behind the words. Took us a few years to learn that, and we've been married for 51 years. Don't go to bed at night angry. Make sure you kiss one another.
Never go to bed angry. Just love each other beyond anything.
Yeah.
Courtney and Daniel, best advice I can give is that you're gonna fight, you're gonna argue, you're gonna throw shit, you're gonna scream, you're gonna cry. The best thing you can do is never go to sleep angry and care more about how you feel about each other's relationship than what other people feel about your relationship. Your families, both sides, are going to be upset at the other one for something. And just tell them that you're married to your spouse and that that's what's important to you.
That's so sweet.
From the heart.
Yeah, keep focused on one another all the time.
And one of the things that our pastor told us a long time ago when we were arguing, he said, you take the word divorce out of your conversation and you have to fix it. And you can fix anything. If that's not an option,
Yes.
you're obligated to fix it.
You never let those words come out of your mouth, ever. Remember the power of your words. Never say things that you can't take back.
Well, Daniel, I know I mentioned this to you before, but just remember that the wife is always right. You will always make it far in life as long as you always do everything she says. That is what works in our relationship.
Just agree, Daniel.
Whatever. No. Quick to listen, quick to forgive, and slow to get angry. That would be mine.
I'm still working on that.
Always have family dinners. That's important.
Always come to our house for dinner on Sunday nights. Always be there, Daniel, to help John with the heavy things. What else? Oh, and the chicken coop needs a new roof, so plan that.
Not a whole lot. I talked to you guys both, but just, very happy for you. It's one of the happiest days that I've had, and I just wish you all the love and the best of luck, and just love each other. And Dan, just remember you have inherited a princess, so you have that to look forward to. But no, obviously being around us, you know that a sense of humor is a must in our family. So just be happy together, and I wish you all the best.
And we love you.
And we love
Lots
you.
and lots. And I want lots of grandbabies. That's it.
Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. You say
don't think they want my advice.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Or-
I mean, there's not much you could go wrong with in Disneyland, but do not attack the mascots. You do get in trouble for that. Not a first-hand experience.
I second that. I don't have the experience, but you would know, I guess.
I guess I'll third that, but I'm normal. I never attacked any mascots.
Dinner is always nice.
I love having dinner ready when I get home.
He's
So
gotta
Courtney,
she's gotta let him get
dinner
in a nice
ready.
car.
I know you
Dinner
get home
ready.
after him, but still, dinner ready. I mean, if she's out of deodorant, I don't see why
Yeah,
she
I
can't.
don't know, I mean-
Fair.
But vice versa, if a guy's out of deodorant, you can't throw on a girl's because that smells really weird. Have you smelled a girl's deodorant?
Well, not
Oh,
if
you
it's
wear girls'
non-scented
deodorant?
stuff.
That's true.
Don't wear girls' deodorant.